Hello everyone, this is Stephen with the Opportunity in Investing. First, I want to start with a question. Do you have everlasting life? This is the first and most important question you should find the answer to. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? The greatest news is that you can find the answer when you look to God's perfect word. And you'll find that the answer is found in the Lord Jesus Christ. As always, comment below and hit the like or dislike. And I am not a professional financial advisor, so always do your own research before investing. Past performance does not guarantee future returns. Investing does involve risks, so you may gain or lose money. So for this video, we'll be going over the November performance data review and the activity I did during that month. During that month in November, I entered two new positions, I exited two positions, FDX and MIDD, and I also entered two new positions, ticker symbol ODFL and FSV. They're color coded to what they are valued in my opinion, and so we'll be going over those companies. For the first newcomer, we have First Service, ticker symbol FSV. This is a company that provides residential property management. So for those property owners that don't want to deal with the tenants and the paperwork of having to manage that property, they hire this company to be able to do that for them for a price, obviously. So I entered this company on November 3rd at $158.13. Since 2021, this company, its earnings annualized have been about the same. Sales have grown by 14%, book value has grown by 14%, and cash flow by 27%. The next company that I entered this month for November was Old Dominion Freight Line, ticker symbol ODFL. Entered in on the 18th of November at $129.20. Since that time, it has become fairly valued. Since 2021, it's grown its earnings annualized by 3%, sales by 4%, and book value by 6%, and cash flow by 8%. For the first company that became overvalued, in my opinion, FDX, this is the video I did back on May 11th, 2025. And since that time, I only entered it once. After I entered it, it became fairly valued. And there's the performance over that time frame that I was in it versus the SP 500. The SP 500 did outperform. Next one was Middle Bay Corporation that became overvalued. This is a video I did on January 3rd, 2025 for that company and the price I entered. And this is the performance during that time frame of my entrance and exit. It did in the beginning outperform the SP 500, but it started falling apart, and with the most recent earnings, in my opinion, it became overvalued, so I exited even at a loss. So I'd rather put the money elsewhere. So for the realized dollar cost averaging returns, this channel has performed at 28.3% versus the SP 500 at 12.3%, making this channel on the realized side on the dollar cost averaging outperformed by 16%. Over 75% beating the SP 500 and 87.5% making positive returns. For the lump sum realized returns, this channel at 19.5% versus the SP 500 at 16.5%, making this channel outperform by 3% on the realized side. 75% beating the SP 500, 87.5% are making positive returns. Now for the overall, when you combine everything on the dollar cost averaging, this channel is underperforming by 4.4% versus the SP 500 at 14%, making the SP 500 outperform overall. And for the lump sum overall returns, this channel at negative 3.6% versus the SP 500 at 14.4%, making the SP 500 outperform by 18%. 32% of my companies beating the SP 500 and 40% making positive returns. So that is all for this video. Any comments, comment below, and yeah, if you have any questions, yep. And thank you, and have a good one.